Greetings, I'm Byron Garrett, CEO of Genesys Works, and today I get to have another amazing conversation with someone who knows all about this program all too well. Please welcome to the discussion, Sarrah.
Thanks for having me. I'm
No, we're glad to
excited.
have you. I mean, it's our first time having a conversation, but I'm curious how you got involved in the program and why Genesys Works.
Yeah, well, surprisingly enough, it doesn't look it, but I've been a nonprofit for a little over 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so in and out of nonprofit, I feel like it's my heart and soul. I feel like it's my work's calling. And so I just stumbled across an Indeed ad,
Hmm.
read about Genesis Works. It was my first time hearing about the program, did some of that research, and I said this looked like it was right up my alley, youth facing, getting to work in tech and business. Did the interviews, met my
Hmm.
team in the Bay Area, and it was like instant connection. We all got along so great. I could tell everyone really cared about the mission and cared about the work. And then from there out, the history is the
And
rest.
how
Yeah.
long have you been on board now?
Almost 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any regrets so far?
Oh no.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about the program that you're like, I just did not know this or fully understand it? What would that be for you right now?
I think just the level of opportunities that could be provided. I
Wow.
think when I was in high school, to even think I could have an internship that was paid in in a tech or business company in the Bay Area specifically, it felt like a very intangible dream. So to even think that a nonprofit would provide that sort of opportunity for 17 and 18-year-olds, it felt really unique to me. It felt really fresh. And it felt like something that was like an untapped market for what our youth really could use.
And what's the benefit for a corporate partner, right? Because it helps the young person. And of course, everyone talks about the fact that it is a paid internship and it is paid. So you actually make money after you finish the training and get assigned. But what's the benefit to all of the corporate partners?
Right. So a corporate partner might think, why would I want a 17 or 18-year-old high school
Hmm.
intern? But you meet these young people, and they are the most ambitious, driven, resilient young people I have ever met. And they are going to perform like you've never seen in your company. There are really quantifiable impacts that happen.
Right.
We have people in IT who are closing hundreds of tickets. One of our interns was the highest ticket closer in their IT department in North America.
Really?
Yeah, so they're
As
having
a high school student.
as a 17-year-old, yeah. So
Wow.
we're having real life impacts in the work. And they are coming in with training. We train them for 8 weeks during the summer in professional skills and technical skills.
Hmm.
So they're coming with those tools in their tool belt already. And so I think those corporate partners might not think that they're coming in with all of these tools and these resources. And I think half the battle is just being driven and passionate.
Yeah.
And when you have that foundation, I think success is unlimited, especially for these young people.
And do you have a favorite success story so far over the 2 years that you point to somebody and be like, wow, this right here was such a critical moment in time for this young person?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. So during the summer, we really get to see a lot of standout students. And my
Hmm.
favorite is kind of that arc of the student who comes in so shy, so quiet. You can tell they don't feel like they belong, that
Right.
imposter syndrome. By the end of the summer, they are the person raising their hand. They are telling you where they want to work. They tell you what industry they want to be in. So I had one student who told me by the end of summer, I want to work at Okta and I want to be in cybersecurity.
Hmm.
Um,
That's
and we had
specific.
it was very specific. I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." And I knew we had one position at Okta that was cybersecurity, and I was like, "Because you fought for it, I'm gonna fight for you." She did the work to get her placement there,
Yeah.
and she soared in her cybersecurity internship. She would message me, and she said, "Hey, I walked up to the Okta CEO. I put my hand out. I said, 'Hi, my name is Lena,' and I shook his hand, and we connected on LinkedIn. And she
Oh,
said,
wow.
what you taught me about how to shake someone's hand, how to be confident, I used when I met the Okta CEO.
And,
And
and so, wait, let me make sure I get this right. So,
yeah,
Lena, as a high school student who becomes an intern, ends up meeting the CEO of
hmm
Okta.
hmm
How does that happen?
she saw him in a room, recognized him, and just walked right up to him
Wow.
like she knew the man. And
And the training, it sounds like, prepared her for that moment. Because do you
yeah,
think, had you rolled that back 12 months, would she been able to do that? Would she have had the confidence or poise necessarily?
I don't think so. I think she really had that confidence. She knew internally what to do. What
Hmm.
are those foundations? How do I network with someone? How do I make that eye contact? How do I make that impression? And she walked up there and she messaged me with the pictures of her standing there tall and proud right next to him. And she said, what you taught me during the summer, I remembered. And that's such a like aha moment for us. And it's those moments where you're like, that's why we do what we do, for those little aha moments that you can really see like transform a young
Yeah.
person.
And it's a life changing moment. What I want you to always ask people this, I want you to look in the camera, and if you were talking to a corporate partner, whether it's the CEO of Okta, and we do have a great board member from
Yeah.
Okta, thank you, Charlotte. But if you were looking and you were reaching out to somebody, what would you tell them why they should actually make internship slots available, regardless of what market they're in the country?
Yeah. So corporate partners, it is a really invaluable and intangible experience to work with a young person. Not only do you get a chance to be a mentor and kind of shape the next generation of the workforce, your team gets to learn how to be a manager. If you have young and upcoming people on your team, they have the ability to put managerial and supervisor work with our interns and pull up the ranks in their own company. You're getting a return on your investment. You're making more money. Like I said, our interns are closing IT tickets, highest in North America. They're leading trainings. They're leading cybersecurity trainings. They're doing so much, and you get to be a mentor and really shape our next generation, which I think is a really invaluable experience. So, any corporate partners that want to take an intern, call us up. We're ready.
Wow, I love that. And we're going to have to leave the conversation right there. You heard it from the best. Sarah, thank you so much for
Yeah,
the
thank
conversation
you.
today. And that's why Genesis works.